My boss handed me a mop and told me to clean the lobby of the firm I built. He was actually breaking my handcuffs. I spent 8 years at Sterling and Stone Architects. I started as a CAD drafter and clawed my way up to senior principal. I was the lead on the Obsidian Tower project and the Sovereign Hotel renovation. Together, those contracts represented $45 million in billable hours, about 70% of the firm's annual revenue. The clients didn't care about the name on the door, they cared about my blueprints. Marcus knew this. My original partner contract had a scorched earth non-compete clause. I couldn't work for any firm within 500 miles for 3 years. I couldn't even draft a garden shed without getting sued. I was the rainmaker, but I was also a prisoner. Then Marcus took over as managing partner. He looked at my commission structure and saw red. He didn't want to pay me, but firing me without cause triggered a $250,000 golden parachute. He needed me to quit. The meeting was brutal. Marcus sat behind his glass desk, flanked by HR. "We're restructuring, Elias. Your role as senior principal is redundant." He slid a piece of paper across the desk. "We have a new opening. Archive specialist. You'll be scanning blueprints in the basement. Salary is minimum wage. No commission." He smirked, swirling his espresso. "Take it, or leave with nothing." He expected me to flip the table. He wanted me to storm out so he could claim job abandonment. I didn't blink. "I'll need to see the new employment contract." He handed me a stapled packet. "Standard entry-level agreement. Sign it by 5 p.m. I took it to the break room. I read every line. Page 4, Clause 9, Integration. "This agreement supersedes all prior agreements, understandings, and representations." I read it again. Then I flipped to the Restrictive Covenants section. There wasn't one. Archive specialists don't have trade secrets. They don't meet clients. They don't need non-competes. By demoting me, Marcus wasn't just humiliating me. He was legally erasing my golden handcuffs. That's when the real bombshell dropped. I realized if I signed this, my 3-year ban on working for competitors vanished instantly. I walked back into his office at 4:55 p.m. "I'll take the job, Marcus." He looked disappointed I didn't fight. "Good. Report to the basement at 8 a.m. I signed the document. The ink dried. My non-compete was dead. I spent exactly 1 day in the basement. I scanned 3 documents. I took a long lunch. The next morning, I walked into Marcus's office without knocking. "I resign. Effective immediately." Marcus laughed, checking his watch. "Go ahead. But remember the non-compete. You'll be driving Uber for 3 years. No firm in the city will touch you." I placed a copy of the archive specialist contract on his desk. "Read Clause 9, Marcus. Supersedes all prior agreements. My principal contract is void. This is the only active agreement." I leaned over the desk. "And you don't put non-competes on the guy who scans the mail." The color drained from his face. He scrambled for the phone to call legal. "You can't do this. The Obsidian Tower account is about to follow me," I said. "I'm a free agent." I walked out. I took an Uber straight to Apex Architecture, Sterling's biggest rival. I sat down with their CEO. "I'm free, and I can bring the Sovereign Hotel with me." By 2 p.m., I had an offer letter. VP of Design. Double my old salary. $50,000 signing bonus. By 4 p.m., I was making calls. "Obsidian developers. This is Elias. I've moved to Apex. The blueprints move with me. Sovereign Group. Marcus is out. I'm sending over the new retainer. Vantage Real Estate. We're ready to sign." Within 72 hours, $45 million in business migrated across the street. Marcus tried to sue for breach of loyalty. The judge threw it out in the preliminary hearing. You can't enforce a non-compete that you personally replaced with a minimum wage contract. 6 weeks later, the board fired Marcus for gross incompetence. Sterling and Stone lost their Tier 1 status. Marcus wanted to break me by putting me in the basement. He forgot that the foundation is the most important part of the building.